Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Another heavy metal diecast video, and today we have one here from Corgi, of course, in 1/48 scale diecast. It is the Bristol F.2B. Now this particular one is from number 111 Squadron during its time in Egypt in 1917, and number 111 Squadron was formed in 1917 in the Middle East during World War I and would spend the duration of their war based in Palestine, I think it was. This particular aircraft was piloted by Captain Arthur Peck and observer Captain John Williams. Both pilots would end World War I as aces, with Williams credited with 5 aerial victories in this particular Bristol F.2B. Arthur Peck would get 3 aerial victories in this particular aircraft. Peck would then switch over to the single-seat Royal Aircraft Factory SC5, where he would then get the rest of his aerial victories, ending World War I with a total of 8. Now this aircraft looks pretty cool. Normally these are that olive colour, but apparently they were painted in a sort of an off-white colour, and due to, no one really knows why, but there are a couple of reasons they sort of speculate, making them easier to see in the desert, or even reflecting better than the darker olive, because dark colours do absorb a lot of the heat. And it would have been pretty hot in the desert, of course. So, all right, well, what we need to do is actually have a look at this model. So what I'll do is I'll shut the hell up, and we'll open this box up and check out this awesome-looking Bristol F.2B. All right, with the Bristol's packet out of the box, it does come with this normal collector card. These are relatively new aircraft. I bought this brand new. There is only a limited run of 1,000 worldwide. And I bought this on Amazon, actually, for $120, and that was including the delivery to me, which I thought was not a bad price at all. Oh, wow, that is really sort of bright white, so it does have the stand. Okay, let's see how easy this biplane is going to be to get out of this packet. Oh, shit. Wow, okay, this was really easy to get out, as you just saw. That was amazing. Why aren't they all this easy? It's got a little bit of foam. So obviously, okay, it's got a little sort of a module sort of holding the aircraft here. So we will hold it by that for the moment, so you can check out the aircraft a little bit. This is a really nice looking aircraft. The white is really bright. It is very very stark, I suppose you could say. So you can still see the ribbing, but the sort of the pale white canvas does sort of, you know, it looks very clean. For a desert aircraft, it does look very clean. Wow, look at all that rigging. My God, that is crazy as per usual, but it is really nice. It's got some fantastic detail. Let's see if we can... the propeller doesn't spin, you know, 100%, but it does have some really nice wood grain finish, as you can see there. Hopefully it is coming through that camera. Engine detail is not too bad, but it's got that normal great rigging detail in there. Jeez, that is absolutely bonkers. We'll come along this side. Well, this is quite a large wingspan, so I'll have to be careful not to knock that camera. But boy, this does look fantastic. It does have the 2 pilots in there. Well, it does have Mr. Peck at the front and Mr. Williams at the back, manning that rear gun. That looks pretty cool. Got some great detail. As I said, this is 1/48 scale, and it does, I don't know, the 1/48 scale biplanes, they look absolutely great. The detail that can be afforded with these builds is being really well done by Corgi. All right, let's turn this over and have a little look underneath. All right, so the actual underneath is a different white. It's more of a really off-white. That is very, very unusual. They're using 2 different whites. It's got the little skid on the back. And obviously the wheel on the front there does have some little writing on there. Do they move? Oh, doesn't feel like it wants to move. But to obviously put this on the stand, there is a little screw in here, so you have to actually undo this with a screwdriver to be able to put it on the stand, of course. But I reckon this does look pretty cool. We'll put it on the deck for the moment, and that is how she will sit on the deck. Actually, we're not doing too much in this video. Let's unscrew that straight on the camera. So it's just a fact of doing this. Yay, and that's it. So with that off, then of course you can chuck that on your stand, which is this. It's a two-piece stand. It's all plastic, and you can now chuck that in your stand hole, of course, and chuck your Bristol F.2B fighter on the stand, ready to display. And make sure you've sort of angled it depending on what your OCD is like. And that is your aircraft ready to display on the stand on your shelf, or wherever you chuck your die-cast aircraft in your collection. Alright, I will wind this video up. It is a reasonably large aircraft, so I reckon it is, you know, not too bad. We did a Bristol F.2B olive green one a little while ago, so this will sit nicely next to it because it's a completely different sort of colour, so they'll both stand out next to each other. So once again, this obviously is by Corgi in 1/48 scale. It is the Bristol F.2B fighter from number 111 Squadron, as flown by Captain Peck and Captain Williams, who would both become World War I aces, of course. And this is an aircraft that was based in the Middle East during World War I. Alright everyone, I will take some happy snaps of this awesome looking bird and chuck them on at the end of the video, and you can see this without my fingers all over it in a little bit more detail. If you like this as much as me, you throw one of those around somewhere down there. Feel free to subscribe, of course, to the channel if you have yet to do so. Alright, once again, thank you guys so much for spending your valuable time in watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the content today. Alright everyone, you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Cheers.